Hi guys, long time no see. I hope everybody's doing great. I am doing great. I wanted to come on and show what cocoa stained paper looks like. When I make junk journals, usually I use coffee stained paper, maybe tea dyed paper, but usually coffee stained. And I love that smell, but it dissipates. So then you just have this maybe acidic kind of smell. Well, not with cocoa dyed paper. This is a junk journal, and it has cocoa dyed paper in it. All 100 sheets of paper that I did were cocoa dyed. This has 96 sheets of cocoa dyed paper in it. It smells amazing. And before I show you the junk journal, I'll tell you how you do it. You gotta have really dark cocoa. Hershey's cocoa was not dark enough. So I ordered some really dark cocoa from King Arthur's. And it's really dark, unsweetened. Make sure it is unsweetened cocoa. And first I used hot water, and that made it very intense. Then, as it cooled off, I noticed the paper started getting a little lighter. So, I would guess if you use cold water, the color will be less intense, and if you use hot water, it gets more intense. And to accent the scent of the cocoa, I put in a little vanilla. Not much, like a cap. A Madagascar vanilla. And it gives it an incredibly smell. The smell is definitely incredible. And I don't really know if it'll dissipate like coffee does, but it has not so far. So that's about the paper that you're going to see on the inside. And that is really what this is about, is the paper. Don't judge me because my papers are not decorated. I decorate my papers as I go, and this is for me. This is going to be my daily journal for October, November, and December. So I will decorate it as I go. I did a little. I put a few pockets in. I just did a little, but I will do a whole lot more as the months progress because I'll add photos and stuff. So I'll show you. This is a file folder, and I sewed my signatures in with waxed thread. And I was gifted, and I've had it for about 3 months, this closure. And I kept looking at it and thinking, wow, I want to use that someday. And so this was the day. So it is like, I would guess you would be putting it on a purse. I don't know. It is very cool, and it was gifted to me in a swap, and you do not have to be gentle with it because it is sturdy. And it's made out of metal, and this part has a magnet in it that holds, makes it easy for it to catch. So on the inside, the bones, I'll just tell you, it is lined with tieback, and I just get my tieback from the post office. Every time I go in to mail something, I take a tieback envelope. I don't feel like I'm stealing because I do use postal services, so I don't feel like I'm stealing. So don't try to guilt me. It won't work. And also, I'm using this packing tape, this brown packing tape. And that's all I'm going to tell you about the bones because I don't know what else to tell you. This is a pocket, and it's part of a file folder. And it'll hold a whole lot. Now look at the paper. Don't look at the album now. The album's done. This paper comes from cutcardstock.com, And it's called Mushroom, and they have other colors of it too. There. Oh, what kind of paper did I use to make it? I used Bo Bunny Heritage, and I used an indigo blue paper, but I can't remember the name of it. And that of the cover is the indigo blue. And then most of the inside is the Bo Bunny Heritage. And I don't know where all these pieces of paper come from. They were just in my scrap. And so I had 2 large sheets of it, so I used it. This is the cocoa stained paper, okay? So now we're just looking at cocoa stained paper. Isn't it so pretty? And it smells so good. So, this is the colors of it. This was more cold. And it comes out so beautiful. Even the Prima paper, the cardstock, came out so nicely stained. I love how it came out. Even the doilies are baked with it. And this is a mishmash of papers. Thin paper, thick paper. All of this is text weight paper though. All of it is probably printer paper. And anywhere between an 18 weight and a 28 weight. So, did that one come out so cool? I love it. And this is old-timey typewriter paper I got off eBay. I love how it came out. Isn't that one pretty? Came out nice. And look how pretty. So pretty. And this is more of that heavyweight Prima paper. And it dyed really pretty. So don't hesitate to try cocoa if you have not already tried. And look at how pretty that one came out. So dark. So gorgeous. The heavier the paper, the more that it seems to absorb. But I think that is also the same in coffee or tea. But I even did the envelopes with it, and it came out nice. And very nice on these other pages. You know, like this one died. I always say they bleed out. The papers, they did bleed out really bad with it, but I think it's just because these are like printed with a water-based ink, so it just washes out. And in case you wonder, almost all the stamps in here, isn't that one so pretty? And this is like an 18 weight paper. All the stamps in here, ooh, this one, look, it picked up a nice print, a nice texture like. You can't see it, that's sad. But it picked up a nice texture from the pan. All the stamps in here, well, most of the stamps in here are Unity. Came out so cool, and it smells so fabulous. Ooh, look at this one. Dirty, dirty. Really pretty paper. Really pretty staining. Look how pretty that one came out. I love that one. I have a summer cold. Ooh. Hate summer colds. Didn't that one come out nice? That isn't baked on. I couldn't get the doilies to bake right on the paper, so I just sponged that on, and it looks okay. I think it looks okay. So, another doily. That paper looks so cool, though. Just like how it puddled on it and then baked on it. I like that. I don't know how that happened, but I thought it was so cool that it did. Look how cool that one looks. And it really bled out. It died. And I did bake these. They came out pretty good. They didn't really absorb. On the printed side, they don't really absorb the paper. It kind of just puddled on and then dried into it. So it's kind of cool. But the back sides, it did. Isn't that page so cool? I wish I had thought about this page. I wish I had put the boat up here and then the whale coming up. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know. Ooh, this page really bled out and died, didn't it? But it looks cool. And time will tell what happens with this album. This journal. This junk journal. Because I don't really know how the cocoa will degrade. You know, I've never used it before. That's one that I tried to do the doily on. And it just didn't work for me. I tried. A little crab and a little flower. Believe and move forward. Yes. And there's the other side of that doily one. It just didn't come out. I don't know why. But just look at the paper. Just look at the paper. I like that page. Look how dirty that doily got. I made these. The little... I said I wasn't going to put these in it, but then I can't remember the YouTuber that did it. I want to tell you, but I can't remember. I like this fashionista stamp. But oh, look how cool the paper came out, and it just kind of goes with it. It says, what is possible in art becomes thinkable in life. So cool. I love that one. I love how it just puddled on top. I like that one too. She is a fashionista stamp, and they look so darn similar. So, I put them side by side. Isn't that one cute? Came out nice. And this dog, he always reminds me of another YouTuber, Sandy Alnock. She used to do the Operation Right Home, but now she does Copic videos. Or coloring videos. She uses other than just Copic, but she colors amazing with Copics. That reminds me of her little dog that died. So sweet. Look at that paper. Love it. Oh, I don't know. Some of, like these, they came out so dark. Even this one came out dark. So pretty. See, this one, I'll just tell you. This one I did like signature style, because all the rest of them I did, you could only write on, like, some only this, and some you could, like, glue that side down, and then you could have another side to write. But this one, I can write on all four sides of my inside paper. I could even write there if I wanted to. But, so I just did it like signature style. I kind of like that. And let me see if there's any more cool paper to show you. This one. Ooh, look at that. So cool. This one is nice, but it's when it started getting colder, so it quit staining as nice. This page actually looks pretty. I messed up my dangles, so I just cut them off. I like this page, but this is when it got cold. And when it got cold, it really quit doing much. So then I kept trying to like force it, make puddles, and it didn't. It doesn't work good cold. It has to be hot. The back of that page came out great though, didn't I? I like that. Ooh, that one came out good. I love the way that came out. Some of them are just like barely anything. That one was cool, the way it came out, the white. Oh, I love this. I do. I really like these papers. How they did. How they did. Want to know what this is? Oh, I'm so sorry. This is a envelope that Simon Says Stamps dies come in. Their envelopes are pretty good quality. And so this is the inside of it, and this is the outside of it. And so I just took the envelope and made a little topper to it, and then put these tags in it. Well, I made the pockets Kathy Orta style. You know how she teaches you to stack the pockets, and that's what I did there, so there's no bulk on the sides. Thank you, Kathy. Man, if you don't know how to make mini albums, buy a couple of her tutorials, watch the videos, and you will be able to make anything. You'll be able to make absolutely anything. And if you buy her actual project videos, you can create anything. She's amazing. Oh, look at these ones. So pretty. But it didn't come out good. That was where I tried to do a doily. But it just didn't come out good. It's really faint. But it's still okay. And this side's pretty cool too. I laid one of the doilies that I cut, and it came out okay, but just very faint. And then this side, I forgot to, all the other stamps, except the ones that bled through, I stamped off before I stamped. And I forgot to do that on this I Am Not Who I Was Yesterday. So it bled through really bad. So I made this to cover it up. I mean, it doesn't matter. I could write right over it. And then that's the end, and it has a really pretty piece of paper on it too. And I did these file folders, and I never tried to stain a file folder, and these already do not smell anymore. They have no more smell at all. That's sad. But I only did one file folder just to see what it would be like. So there's that. And then I made this pocket. It's a double tuck. And that is it. That is the whole entire thing. And you think, boy, that is really a fat boy. Can't put no more in there. You can. It can expand a lot still. So it is going to be a great one to write in and put photos, and I like it. I think it came out great, and I think my paper came out great. And if you know where I could buy more closures like this, please tell me. And I am going to ask the lady that I swapped with, but she's not a crafter that really gives up her secrets, so she may not tell me. So if you guys know where to get it, please let me know, because I want a bunch more. I really like how that came out. And I like that it's a magnet. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you try cocoa dyeing your paper. And I think it came out so pretty, the cocoa dyed paper. And these pages were not originally going to go into the file folder. I actually first started using this to bind them. But then I realized I had that, you know, closure, so I wanted to do something a little different with it. So I'll save this and recover it and use it for something else. Bye, you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week, and maybe I'll see you closer to Halloween again. Bye.